Violence against women and girls is one of the most widespread, persistent, and devastating human rights violations in our world today, affecting 1 in every 3 women worldwide. In Belize, women 25 years and older are most affected by domestic violence, which occurs in all areas of the country. While 65% of children experience some form of violent discipline, and 75% of all cases of sexual violence were among girls 10 to 19 years old. The Spotlight Initiative is responding to all forms of violence against women and girls globally and is a joint partnership with the European Union and the United Nations. In this Spotlight video, we'll hear from the women behind leading and carrying the work of this initiative are key in creating change, especially in eliminating violence against women and girls.
When anyone tries to live or perform within another role in another capacity, that's where often we see violence. And power and control is retained through violence, is retained through patriarchal societies, which Belize is one of them. And I think that definitely impacts and is the underlying cause of gender-based violence in Belize and in many other countries as well. The work that the National Women's Commission does is really looking at how do we ensure people understand what impact gender socialization has on our children, on our women, and boys and men, on our society in general. Our work is to really advance gender equality, equity, and women's empowerment. And so the Commission really looks at bringing partners from both government and civil society, from faith-based organizations to come together in a multi-sectoral approach to look at what exactly do we need to do. We need to ensure that services and programs are provided for persons who live in violence, but at the same time also work in changing those attitudes and norms that impact and influence violence to keep on living within our society. And the Commission is looking at ways how to advance it in ways that allows people to recognize it themselves and to see what role each and every citizen within each of these different institutions can play in advancing and changing these norms.
When it comes to the Spotlight Initiative, the Human Rights Commission of Belize, we're grateful for this partnership because what it allows us is, well, in this situation, it allowed us to go mobile and reach out to a wider population. And also the focus is on women and children, and we realize that in these populations, both populations, but in this migrant population, a lot of these violations are against women and children in these populations. A lot of these immigrants, they don't have access to legal advice. They are vulnerable to a lot of human rights violation, and they don't have the resources, the financial resources to access legal advice. And so we realize that this is an opportunity for us to reach out to these people and provide these services to this population.
We are also looking at the evaluation of the current National Gender Policy and the National Gender-Based Violence Action Plan to look at what has been implemented over the course of the years. As you know, the gender policy has been in effect since 2013, and when we look at the action plan, it was from 2017 to 2030. So it's an opportunity to reflect and look at the advancement, what are the challenges, what are the barriers, and how do we move forward to ensure that any revised document then speaks of the reality of Belize and is very realistic to the needs and the challenges that people experience in the community.
While the National Women's Commission coordinates the national response and are strengthening legal reform, there are civil society organizations and advocates who are ensuring that women and girls, especially in hard-to-reach communities, are getting essential services and information. One of them is the Productive Organization for Women in Action, better known as POWER. The Spotlight Initiative partners with organizations and women's movements like POWER to ensure that no one is left behind by providing essential services to women and girls who need them the most.
So when the Spotlight Initiative came on board, we have been involved from the start. And currently I sit on the reference group, the Civil Society Reference Group, to amplify the issues, especially as it relates to women and girls, and also then to look at engaging men and boys in addressing the issue of gender inequity. So we realize that your race may play a role, where you live, your urban setting, your rural setting, if you're a man, you're a woman. So gender come clearly into focus for me, and I do the work that I do because I do believe in gender justice and that women and men are equal and deserve to be valued as such. And then that led into us looking into other issues such as gender-based violence and how that affects a person's self-esteem, how that affects limiting their ability to reach their full potential, who they are, and to enjoy their full rights as human beings. And so these are some of the things that propelled me. There's also the issue of justice, of being able to go to court, to be able to get your protection order if that's what you need, to access whatever legal rights you have, and to ensure that you are respected.
For us at CDF, when we started out in 2008, we decided our focus would be around the protection of rights of women and children. But the Spotlight Initiative presented a unique opportunity for us as a civil society organization to really impact persons on the ground level. The aim of Spotlight is to give more visibility to civil society organizations and to use some of the best practices that have been developed at the community level to develop projects and activities that will enhance the protection of women and children at the community level.
Through the Spotlight Initiative, we were able to provide over 1,400 services to vulnerable women and young people in all parts of Belize. And so we're very happy to have been able to reach persons in this very vulnerable period where we're afraid to go to the public health systems, and so bringing the services to them in their communities. We also had a particular training focused on young people on comprehensive sexuality education, and so we spent about 5 weeks meeting virtually and face-to-face with young people from all across the country, and Spotlight was able to support us in doing that, in not just helping us to live our mandate, but to help all the persons that we've interacted with that have access services. And we've seen where persons are in some areas reaching out for more services.
As family violence also includes violence against children, the Spotlight Initiative focuses on helping at-risk groups, many of whom are female advocates and youth out of school who often have limited access to services or opportunities for development. Pathlight Belize is an organization that empowers children in the country to receive a quality education.
Pathlight's mission is to provide support and allow children to reach their God-given potential. Now, what does that mean? It means then we tap into each and every child that we work with. We work with over 100 children. That has given me many opportunities to work with students from all ages, specifically more with high school, and allowing me to see what they see and what they go through. Many of our students at Pathlight experience a lot of challenges in the home. In our case, we have teachers who are victims themselves of abuse. And through our child abuse mandatory training that we're doing with teachers, our teachers have said to us time and time again, if they hadn't had that training, they would not know what to do when it comes to those cases that appear in school with them.
The work continues. The mandate for us is always that children should be given first priority, and they are top priority in everything that we do, because we also work closely, or have adopted in the work that we do, the Convention on the Rights of the Child, being that the child and his or her entire well-being is of utmost importance.
My office here is not to build new things or to establish new things. It's to strengthen what's already in place, to build alliances, to create partnerships with the NGOs, with the governmental agencies, to be able to make sure that the services, the resources that are limited and are available can be used effectively to benefit our families, our children, and those in need.
To me, it's important for us to support each other and to understand what is happening in our community, that different people have different needs.
We're at a turning point through programs like Spotlight program.
This initiative, as it is so named, brings focused attention to these issues, moving them into the spotlight and placing them at the center of efforts in order to achieve gender equality and equity. We all have the responsibility to speak up and act against all forms of violence.